What is up, guys? I hope everyone's doing incredibly well as always. I just did this reading, and of course, my computer ran out of space, but this reading is absolutely getting to the collective, okay? So these were the cards that were drawn, and I will try to reach for everything that was channeled in that message. But what I was hearing for you guys is the divine masculine, okay? Divine feminines, first of all, let me just say, you guys have a lot of major blessings being poured down upon you, okay? And it is your reward for detaching on the journey. I feel like right now a lot of your divine masculines are trying their best to be happy for you without feeling like they effed up or like they're left behind in some way, but they know that you deserve every single bit of these blessings that are coming through. The first goddess card that came out for you when I asked what kind of energy are they seeing you in the current moment, it was goddess Pile's energy, divine passion. Okay, so many of you, you had to be honest with yourself. Okay, whatever you're doing right now, and I did say that you could be a fire sign divine feminine, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, because it's just in your chart. If that is your sun sign, you will you can't go about life without digging into your passions or doing things that make you feel connected to your passions, okay? And I feel like that's what you guys are doing, and whatever it is, it's making you glow, it's making you look beautiful and attractive. Your masculines are extremely drawn to you, and that is exactly what's bringing about this feeling of having to watch from the sidelines and try their best to be happy for you. It's like they want you, right? Because they see that you're the sexiest you've ever been. Okay, and I did channel a lot of messages around many of you, like right now in this current moment, divine feminines, you guys could be doing a lot of things that are sexy. You're changing up the way that you look. If you're more conservative, you're wanting to be more sensual, and all of this energy is coming from the goddesses, okay? They are surrounding you right now because you are also birthing things into reality by following your passions. You're bringing about opportunities. That's when I pulled Yamanya's energy, golden opportunity. Important doors are opening for you, and many of you are walking through them. And the reason you're walking through them is because when you decided to detach away from the journey with your divine masculines, that's when many of you started feeling a lot of the freedom. You didn't realize how much holding on was weighing you down, or how much holding on was painful. It was creating a lot of brain fog. And the moment that you decided to do that, instead of dwelling on it and waiting for another cycle to occur, or waiting for them to change, or some kind of magic to shift where it's the perfect relationship, a lot of you wanted to see what else this twin flame journey had to offer. So I do see a lot of you tapping into businesses, being business owners, seeing what you could do if you apply for a promotion. Maybe many of you are taking courses. A lot of you could be going through big milestones as well. So maybe you've relocated, maybe you have taken a recent vacation. That was something else I channeled. If you guys have taken a recent vacation, or if you've traveled somewhere because you're trying to refresh your energy, okay? This is like fire energy, which is like a burning down of the old self and a renewal of this new fresh feminine energy that you're basking in, because you're letting go of anything that has been weighing you down or putting you too much into this combat energy, feeling like you had to fight for something that you knew that you were worthy of. Now, let's get back to this whole vacation and traveling thing. If some of you have been traveling, or you decide that, oh, I'm going to go on vacation, I'm just going to take a break, I'm just going to get away, you will see that you still got your groove, Stella, okay? The universe will make sure of it. Now is the time where many of you are reaping blessings for following your intuitive guidance. That's why I'm feeling like fire sign could be very heavy, because if you're not doing things that feel right to you, or like you're walking in your purpose, you know the universe is going to send you signals. And I feel like for a lot of you, the dynamics that were happening with your divine masculines, the universe was like, no, you got to do something about that. Okay, so a lot of you chose to focus in on yourself and pour into yourself. And now maybe you're coming up from underground or laying low for a really long time. They're seeing you glow again in a way that you never have before. A lot of you could have just bought a new vehicle. Maybe you just moved. Again, you've just gone on vacation. You just got a promotion. Whatever it is, you fought tooth and nail to get where it is you are. And someone's realizing that they really underestimated you. Now I feel like a lot of your divine masculines are in the phase of the journey where they're willing to sit and reflect. I was getting the hermit energy. I was getting the hanged man energy, because that's all about sitting still and gaining new perspective as you observe. and he can't help but observe you. You're beautiful, you're stunning. That's why I'm thinking too, many of you might have been more in this like conservative energy all the time that your masculine's known you, and you're like getting ready to go through this transformation. I'm getting Grease. Remember when Sandy was like the good girl and then all of a sudden she broke out in the black leather? I'm seeing a lot of you with like red lipstick or leather pants, or maybe you've darkened your hair, piercings, maybe you want to get a tattoo, maybe you've recently just gotten a tattoo. Okay, drop it in the comments, guys, if some of these synchronicities are coming through. But that is what these goddesses represent, is like this refreshing new energy of you. And the water in Yamanya's card as well, Goddess Yamanya, tells me that you guys have traveled recently. Maybe you just have a beautiful tan on you. I'm seeing some of you coming back with like a beautiful tan. Maybe being in the water. You could be a water sign as well with Yamanya's energy, but somehow being near the water refreshes you or makes you remember you got your groove. You know what I mean? Something about an ocean swim or being in salt water makes you come alive or remember your origins again. Okay, and again, your divine masculine is mesmerized by you. Okay, and I did pull the new love card. New love is stirring romantic feelings in their heart, and I feel like it's this new version of you, and a new version of your divine masculine is brewing as well. Okay, they didn't take this separation very lightly. They did feel your absence, and that was another thing I had started off with the reading saying was they felt your absence, but not just like the physical absence. They didn't just feel you guys not talking, not texting, not in communication. They felt your spiritual absence because you were busy building and focusing in and pouring that energy that you were into them into yourself now. So that was cut off. They weren't feeling your spiritual energy, that feminine energy from you. And another thing was like, that emotional, that spiritual connection. Nothing. It felt dead. Even they themselves might have lost their motivation. And because you were in this energy of building and attracting and walking in your purpose and fighting again tooth and nail to build something from the ground up, you weren't connected to manifesting this journey in any way. And when your focus is elsewhere, it's like your masculines become lost. It's like the flame has gone out. So that sense of purpose and direction has gone out. Something about you loving on them as well, divine feminines, with romantic feelings, calling in your soulmate. When that is not there, they feel it. They become less motivated. They become lethargic. It's like their energy dwindles, and all of a sudden they become drawn to you or what it is you may be doing. But at that time when they were drawn to you, you were laying low. You were building. So that was what was bringing in the manifestation energy for you, okay? And now you have your divine masculines in a steady place of, I feel like with affirmations and visualizations bringing you two together, they know that the only way to bring this together is to be happy for what it is you're experiencing now, even though they know it's about to cause a prolonged separation. But I feel like the reason you're going through a lot of this, divine feminine, it's to help you, it's like recover, your value, your worth, everything that you were meant to achieve on this journey. Because a lot of you, again, you're learning a lesson of detaching, pouring a lot of energy into manifesting the connection with the divine masculine. And now there's a big shift with you manifesting. It's like that union energy within self, right? As cheesy as it sounds, union with self. No, but really, that's truly what it was about. And I feel like it might have taken some kind of major heartbreak for you to move in that direction. And that's why I feel like you guys have done something drastic lately. Okay, looking nice in a bikini or looking refreshed, as though you've truly let go of this connection. And something else too about you guys getting your groove back. Like, I do feel like many of you may not remember what it's like to be, checked out or, approached and, hello, you're beautiful, can I buy you a drink? Many of you haven't had those experiences in a really long time. And that is what I was channeling, the turtle totem. Slow and steady wins the race. That is what you're experiencing now, divine feminine. That's why a lot of your divine masculines are shocked. Anybody that they've mentioned you to and have been observing you from afar are shocked. I feel like you guys are emerging, and that's what I was chuckling at, because when I was getting the turtle, I feel like the divine feminines are stepping out of that phase of hiding and you're reemerging, but this time you're reemerging as detached from this connection or your divine masculine or this old version that you were that got burnt away by Goddess Pile's energy. And now what's emerging is this beautiful Yamanya golden opportunities that surround you, and you're doing it boldly. Okay, a lot of you, again, something about your energy or the way that you look lately, it's bold. It's like they don't even recognize who you are. They love it though, because this new version of you is extremely explosive. It's sexy. But at the same time, it is something that they don't recognize. I feel like romantic feelings as well have been renewed within your divine masculine's heart space. Ooh, let's get some more on it. Maybe that's why I didn't record the reading, because I was supposed to get more towards what's happening in the divine masculine's heart for you. Can we get more on the romantic feelings for the divine feminines? As they sit in silence, I wouldn't say from the sidelines, but I do feel like there's definitely some kind of separation energy between you two. Okay, we have the energy of children. Your love life's being affected by children. They could see you putting extra focus into this, or you're very careful with your energy. Whenever I see children appear in a reading, you're definitely a divine feminine who, I'm just going to say it, you are to be honored, you are to be respected, you are to be treated with care. That's what someone's also realizing, that you deserve these blessings because you're a good woman. You know how to prioritize what is important for you. Someone's also feeling like you really didn't have intentions of having them come in there to save you. I don't know why I'm getting that for some of you, but I'm getting with children, that might have been something that your divine masculines, it was hard to accept. Okay, so I don't know why that's significant for some of you, but despite that, this energy doesn't go away. I feel like you could have children, divine feminine, and this is not something that your divine masculines ever thought that they would get involved in or be. I wanted to say in a situation, but we know this twin flame journey is more than a situation. They never thought they would be wrapped up in this kind of dynamic. It would be easy if it were anybody else to just completely stay away, but when it comes to you, they can't. And this in itself too is keeping someone steady in that hermit and that hanged man energy. They're starting to see that nothing can taint your energy. No one around them can make them feel like you have bad intentions or you have ill intentions. You're always protected, divine feminine. You'll always be worthy of love. You'll always have the universe and a spiritual team looking after you when it comes to this twin flame journey and bringing you and your divine masculine together. Okay, because we do have, again, that true love card. That's why things had to occur in the way that it occurred between you two is another thing that I'm getting. So I don't know, whatever it is that caused your divine masculines to drag their feet in this connection or judge you in a particular type of way, or just even get you to that point where you had to detach or let it go. The fact that you made that decision, I feel it like it speaks volumes of your character. Even the universe recognizes it. You don't mess with your divine mission. You're passionate about who you are. You love yourself. You have confidence in who you are. I feel like if anything, your divine masculine really taught you to fight and go after whatever opportunities are now coming in for you. Someone's really feeling like they misunderstood you, and they're so sorry that they did that, because you're literally kicking ass in front of their eyes. Go mama, also, for those of you who are mothers. But yeah, that's what I'm getting, guys, out of this reading. A lot of opportunities coming through for you. This is a divine masculine again. They're really having to push themselves to be happy and not get into this remorseful and regretful energy. They know that you deserve a lot of these blessings, and walk through, take risks, divine feminine. Say yes to the trip, say yes to the outing, say yes to whatever, promotion it is. Don't be afraid. The universe is blessing you for, I just keep hearing doing the right thing or doing things by the book. Can we get some clarity for the divine feminine? Because I was hearing keep doing what you're doing, divine feminine, so that these opportunities come through. You're focusing on activating your higher self. Like, I feel like a lot of you are really pouring into visualization, manifesting, affirmations, whatever you've been delving into, journaling, you've been pouring into activating yourself. And it could just be taking risks. Okay, I'm hearing exposure therapy. Okay, so something's going to be coming up and it's going to require you to, maybe take a risk and say yes. But I also feel like you're going to know that this is meant for you because it's been something while that you've been manifesting. And I feel like, again, a lot of your divine masculines are really going to have to try their best, again, to be happy for you, and just know that this is all part of divine timing. Okay, but tables are turning. They have their eyes locked in on you as they watch you emerge as this beautiful, impressive, I'm hearing, like, I don't want to say strong, like you're armored up, protected, just armored up. That's what I'm going to say. And this new armored up version of yourself. Okay, they weren't expecting this. All right, so that is what I have for you guys. I hope this reading goes through as I stop it. I love you guys. Take it easy. I'll catch you in the next reading. Okay, take care, guys. Bye.